seen Western devotees. So two of Srila Prabhupada's disciples, young girls, 18, 19-year-old, they organized a fantastic program in Jaipur, a very powerful spiritual hub in India. Thousands of people attended, and Prabhupada was very proud of both of those disciples. And after the lecture, Prabhupada was introducing these two girls to the local, supporters and businessmen, and said, "Just see, they have come from America, young girls, but see how wonderfully they have organized this event." And one of the businessmen spoke up. He said, "Swamiji, they chant, dance, all these things, okay, but I don't think these girls know philosophy." Prabhupada said, "What do you mean?" "My disciples, they are very expert in philosophy." Pointing to one of the devotee girls, Prabhupada said, "She knows all the Upanishads." And this girl knew only 5 shlokas of Ishopanishad. And Prabhupada, without giving her chance to respond, Prabhupada said, "Chant the Upanishads." And they were like these 20-25 wealthy businessmen sitting there, wanting to hear how much knowledge she has. So she started chanting the first shloka, second shloka. When she came to the fourth shloka, her heart was beating hard. She was thinking, now, after fifth shloka, I will be exposed. And Prabhupada has advertised that she knows all the Upanishads. What will happen? When she finished the fifth shloka, Prabhupada said, "Bas, that means you know everything. You don't have to go beyond." And then one of the businessmen spoke up to Prabhupada and he said, "Swamiji, she spoke all these verses, that is fine. But her Sanskrit pronunciation was not proper." Prabhupada said, "Her renunciation is perfect." And that is what matters. Because today, the education system is all focused on success. Success, success, Vijay. But the Srimad Bhagavatam is saying that to attain that real Vijay and success, you need 3 more things. You need Vairagya, renunciation from your own desires, renunciation from your own plans, renunciation from your obsession for sense gratification. You need vivek, discrimination, to be able to align your will with the Lord's will. And then you need vinaya, or humility, to recognize that there is a powerful force up there and I have to be aligned with that. So therefore the Srimad Bhagavatam is adding fragrance to your current education, because it defines that for attaining real Vijay, you need Vairagya, renunciation, Vivek, discrimination, and Vinaya, humility, and then you will get Vijay. So then your entire paradigm of spiritual knowledge becomes complete. And therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam sets have been kept there, right at the back, and we have our devotees standing there. All of those Srimad Bhagavatams were originally printed, published, and distributed from Iskcon Los Angeles all over the world. So the Iskcon of Los Angeles is the headquarters. So I am coming from Kerala, from a Brahmin family. From my mother's side, we are priests in Lakshmi Narayan temple in a village in Palakkad called Kalpati. From my father's side, we are priests of Varadaraj Perumal temple in a village called Alamballam in Palakkad, Kerala. So both from my father's side and mother's side, we are actually temple priests. But I had no clue about real spirituality till Srila Prabhupada came to America and the American devotees came to India and they spread Krishna consciousness in India. I could reconnect with my roots by taking the route of Srila Prabhupada from India to America to India. And therefore Srila Prabhupada brought this message to all of us. And we are grateful to the devotees here in Iskcon Los Angeles who are very much part of this entire journey of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. And in fact, Iskcon Juhu was built with complete support from the book distribution Lakshmi sent from Los Angeles. Every month Srila Prabhupada said. And that time hardly anybody would come to the Juhu temple. Today, every weekend we get 100,000. And on Janmashtami, just one day, they get almost 1 million people on one Janmashtami day. But it all happened because support comes from here. So therefore I will conclude by saying that the Srimad Bhagavatam is focused on helping you understand what you will get if you invest in your spiritual journey. There may be difficulties now, but beyond death, there is protection and reciprocation. And I give the example when we are distributing prasadam in Chopadi temple. 5,000-6,000 people come for festivals and there's a long line and people are afraid when they are standing in a prasadam line whether by the time I reach the counter, will something remain or not? Or will the prasad get over? But more anxiety is for the server. Server is thinking, I will be able to eat only after everybody eats. So the server starts serving smaller quantity out of a fear to save for oneself. So people come and complain, "Arey, your server is giving sabji like chutney." So how do we remove his fear? Make a plate for him in advance. So when you make the server a plate in advance and you keep right next to him below, while serving, when the server is in anxiety, he keeps looking at his plate and knows that whatever difficulty I go through, my future is bright. And then his enthusiasm to serve doubles. He starts giving unlimited. And people tell him, "Arey, save for yourself also." And he says, "Arey, seva is the real dharma." When your future is assured, you get a different level of enthusiasm in the present. That is what Srimad Bhagavatam does. That you may see there 18 books, 12 cantos stacked up. Can everybody look behind and look at the Srimad Bhagavatam? Raghupati Prabhu, can you stand next to the Srimad Bhagavatam and show them the Srimad Bhagavatam? Yes. These are the Srimad Bhagavatam sets. So what this knowledge does is, whatever may be your current situation of helplessness, the Srimad Bhagavatam infuses optimism about the future. And therefore, although helpless, you do not become hopeless. You become filled with hope and joy, knowing that the future is bright. And therefore, dear friends, the modern education system helps you solve problems and manage difficulties. What does the Srimad Bhagavatam help you do? Because beyond problems and difficulties, there is another category that is called crisis and calamity. Crisis and calamity. A young student failing an exam is a problem, it's a difficulty. You put him in coaching, he may pass. It can be solved, it can be managed. But the young student driving somewhere goes into an accident and dies. That's a crisis and calamity. You cannot bring him back. Therefore realize that life will not only have problems and difficulties, but also will be filled with crisis and calamity. And the only literature which can help you cope with crisis and calamity is the Srimad Bhagavatam, which has been translated and commented upon by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada in the English language, and Thakur Bhakti Vinod has so mercifully given these instructions to his son Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to spread this in the English language. And he gave this instruction to Srila Prabhupada. And today, on his divine appearance day, we prayed his lotus feet and prayed the lotus feet of Lord Vaman Dev, that yes, human form is Very rare. The first lesson from Vamandeva's pastime. Second, that economic development is not everything. Bali, you will lose all your money in 1 minute. That's what Bali Maharaj was made to realize. Third, you may have all kinds of opulences, but important opulence is to have humility. Janma karma vayo rupa vidyaishvarya dhanadivi tatratyam na bhavitstamba mat anugraha. Humility is the most important ornament. Therefore, Bali, become humble. Fourth, you have to be tolerant. Because even if you are close to Krishna, become devotee of Krishna, there will be crisis and calamity. The power to tolerate crisis and calamity is given to us by the mercy of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a power given by the Bhagavad. And the fifth is, because Bali surrendered to Vamanadeva, Vamanadeva was so pleased that he became the gatekeeper of Bali. That means when you give anything to Krishna, you will get a multiplier effect in return from Krishna. Don't be in anxiety that you will lose. You will always gain. So these are the concluding lessons from Vamanadeva pastimes with Bali Maharaj. Today is also Vamana Dwadashi, and I welcome all of you here at the Western World Headquarters of Iskcon of Shri Shri Radha Rukmini Dwarkadiji at Vatsika Avenue in Los Angeles. A historic temple very dear to Srila Prabhupada and wonderfully led by His Grace Savas Prabhu and his team of devotees. I offer my respectful obeisances to each one of the leadership here and the devotees in this community, and in gratitude to all of you for taking out your valuable time on this Sunday afternoon to come and hear about the glories and the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam on the occasion of Bhadra Purnima. So those of you who are interested, you can contact Raghupati Prabhu and his team on the way out and see how you can bring Srimad Bhagavatam to your home and transform your home into a beautiful temple. I'm also happy to welcome my dear friend Kaushal from India, Kal Mehta, Kaushal Mehta, and Jai Shri. You know, Ghanshyam Priya Prabhu, my dear friend from London many years ago. We met each other in 2006 when he was a student, and now he's a big celebrity guru to the Hollywood stars, and he's here for this Sunday afternoon lecture, and to each one of you for coming this afternoon. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri.